Hi, yeah, so my name is Nicholas or Nick Ross. I am a RT student. I have 3 weeks till graduation from Grossmont College. And so right now I'm studying for board exams, looking for graduation, and I'm looking for a job. So becoming an RT stayed kind of in my roots, which has been healthcare for a long time. I worked in veterinary care for a while, and then I got into dialysis and did that for about 10 years. And I think the best part is socializing and building relationships. And so respiratory kind of felt like a natural next step. Like it's new skills, new machines, but at its core, you're still building trust and comfort and relationships. And I think that's what makes it really meaningful. And I get a lot of fulfillment out of it. Life as an RT student it's always changing. Our program is 4 semesters, 2 school years. So our schedule changes, our clinical days change, where we go for clinical changes. I think the best part about my RT program and my cohort, this comfort and support. If you want to become a respiratory therapist and you're really looking into it, I would say go for it. It's going to be challenging. You're going to have to learn some really crazy conceptual stuff and wrap your head around it, but it's really fulfilling. And the challenge itself, I think what's the most special about going to RT school, at least for me, is I learned much more about myself, my own confidence, what I'm capable of. And I think all of that can easily, for lack of better words, ooze into how you take care of others when you're at the hospital setting, when someone who just needs a hand on their shoulder saying that I'm here and you can do this and you're going to be okay. During one of my rotations, I got to see a baby being birthed for the first time. I've never seen that. And although I was supposed to be paying attention to the RT and what they're doing, like taking the baby to the warmer and what have you, I was just infatuated with the baby. I was in love, like immediately. And then, so I got to see life, come into this world. I've never seen that before. And then if I can give one more part to that, a couple rotations later, my patient and I got to take care of a cardiac death patient who was an organ donor. And we were fortunate enough to be able to actually go to the OR and watch the surgery and them remove the kidney and livers for donation. So those 2 experiences have made me realize, on both sides of the spectrum, I got to see life, I got to see death, but even in death, it was going to continue and give life to another person. And I think of how human that is and how selfless that is. And so I think those are the biggest moments of my program. RTs, do have a wide and specialized skill set, but it can go from one end of the spectrum to another, where RTs are educated to teach people how to properly use an inhaler. They can also manage ventilators as a source of life support. But they can also go into a pulmonary function testing lab. Let's say a patient or person wants to take a trip and go on an airplane and they're not quite sure their lungs can handle it. So a respiratory therapist can test their lungs to see if they might need supplemental oxygen on the airplane. And having those skill sets makes an RT, I think, valuable from serious dire situations to just something simple as patient support and education. When I look at the past 2 years of my program, I'd really like to thank our director, Professor Carrie Flores, and our clinical director, Professor Hanley. Throughout the entire 2 years, you hear from them every semester after every exam how proud they are of us. We can do it. They give us confidence. They boost our morale. They're present. They're involved. And I just think that they make a big difference. And, I think, including me, in their program, they're creating caring and impactful RTs, and I'm just really, really proud to be one of them.